I'll tell you about my life update so far. I haven't found a job. Ta-da! Kinda not surprised with how many reels I see people telling that it's just market is just disgusting, so I kinda expected it, though I do really think I'm like kinda special to not find a job. I do believe I can find a job, but the hardest thing is that I can mostly find it strictly related to YouTube or like other socials, but I think even in this case YouTube was the best go-to plan. And it's kind of hard because I do kind of want to move to marketing manager position, but for that I need to study more, so I kind of like thinking if I want to do it, I kind of don't even have a budget to do that. I can find it, let's say, but I would like not to do that. But you know, like I really want to continue doing YouTube, but just maybe like for businesses, for brands, bigger brands, like B2B market, but in different segments. Yeah, it's really hard. A lot of things change. I have to say that I kind of got a handle of it. Feels a little bit more stabilized, and I know a few reasons that affected that. I definitely got a routine that I follow and helps me a lot. For example, like my eating habits, my movement, daily movement, weekly movement, and that helps a lot. So besides just having that routine and that responsibilities that I have for myself, it helps me with my mental health a lot. I feel like walking, doing activities, strength training, pilates helps me a lot. Helps me a lot to feel better about myself, I would say. Plus, it moves me towards my goal because I gain weight. I noticed that, and definitely it's better than it was before. But it kind of bothers me a lot, and I feel insecure. So, getting this in a control kind of really affected me well. And I feel proud of myself daily. Like I'm thinking about eating more protein. Oh god, I cannot imagine I'm pronouncing that, because like I really am annoyed to see like how many videos, how many recipes are just like turning into healthy, gluten-free, guilt-free, calorie-free, and like it's not my thing, but just because I really like sweets, I really like greasy, unhealthy foods, I realized that like I can maybe turn that into something more healthy, at least more protein based. And I am like today I made some bagels. Yeah, I think that's about it. I generally just like to cook. I think that's also part of my mental health routine that I incorporated. I mean, not that I incorporated, but I gave myself permission to do. Because yeah, I noticed that whenever I feel overwhelmed or stressed, I turn to like cook a lot or to play games. Both those options work perfectly fine for me, which makes me happy, because if it only revolved around food, I would probably be not the same right now today. Yeah, both of these are amazing. Like this is a part of me since I was little. That's like a funny, interesting thing, because I'm building my life right now, a new life. A lot of things change, and it's hard because you're transmitting from one person into another, but you're like trying to figure out on the go which parts of you you're keeping and which not. And I really was fighting this too, because like the cooking kind of makes sense, right? Like if I want to lose weight, I should like focus on cooking sweets and all of stuff less, because then I would not have them like opportunity to consume. This way I was thinking would help me. It actually brought me down, because like it made me stressed, because my body and my memory, like that's the area where I feel happy in. Like even if I fuck up, even if something that I'm making doesn't turn out the way I want it to, anticipated it. Like, I will not be as sad, and no way I will turn it into some type of income, I think. Like, I could do it for fun, like sell cookies. I was thinking about that, but like being a chef or something like that would turn this little hobby into a nightmare for me. Like, the same way kind of YouTube did for me for the past like 5 years until now, until I actually started taking my own vlog more like a job. That's like another thing that part of the motivated, more energized, more grounded. So I kind of trapped myself because I was wanted to let it go in terms of like I needed to change focus, I needed to change habits, but like if I think a little bit more and I like don't just cut anything that directly related to food, I kind of came to realization that it's not about cooking, it's more about what I consume and how much. Like, so basically I can cook and I can give it away, I can like sell it even. Like, that's a good cycle. Like, I can do what I like and what makes me feel good, but I'm not obligated to like eat it all and anything. For sure I want to, but I don't have to do all of it. Bringing it back to me and like being curious about how I can improve this or that, like how I can make it more protein based, like definitely gave me some playground to improve. Yeah, besides that, gaming, but honestly I think lately I haven't played almost in a week. Kind of have a lot of things to do in terms of job, in terms of like home stuff, some other tasks to do. I kind of satisfy that part of me, like an anxious part of me. So I don't really need to, but I want to. The most painful part is that I have to postpone my traveling. But other than that, it's not as bad. I'm a million times thankful to my friends, close friends, also not as close friends, but still friends that supported me through that. Like when I was sharing on Instagram and I was sharing them privately, I really felt their love and their appreciation, like for like just them highlighting all the good stuff that I have, and also talking to AI. It doesn't replace everything, but it does help a lot. Especially when you want to rely on facts, it definitely will help you rely on them. It works. It really works. Oh yeah, that is also anything, and obviously my therapist. The other thing that I kind of bad and good there, said good. It did help me a lot too in terms of like keep understanding a lot of things. I had to cut my sessions to once in 2 weeks instead of once a week, and that is like was a really painful moment for me, because yeah, that's kind of like a turning point, some kind of like a ground when you realize, okay, it's getting to that extent that I cannot even afford a therapist, like some routine that was part of me for like a few years. I've been in therapy like 3 years. I think that's the 4th year that's ongoing. So that is really scary, but like it's also fun because I realize that like whenever I have some issues in any relationships, I tend to just finish it, wrap this up, or just like come to some conclusions by text, which is kind of bad. That's like a toxic trait of mine. And I like and appreciate my therapist for what she did, and just people who are not following that, like not manipulative and more calm, stable people in my life whenever like I tell them and I act like this, they will not say like, oh, okay, I will also not, let's not talk again, blah blah blah, let's fight. But actually I will say, oh, let's talk, like let's call. It's part of that also helped me a lot. And yeah, overall I think just working, focusing more on my health, focusing on other aspects of my life that I really wanted to focus on but didn't have time. I was kind of overwhelmed with, because like when you work there's just a lot of things happening and you kind of have to adapt all the time. It helps me now to focus on those. So the fact that I am doing pilates 2 times a week for 2 months is like a win. I can only do 1 month, then I stop it. And whenever I used to do 1 month, it was like maybe 3 to 4 times a week. It was crazy, like I really have to, I must do it from the beginning to the end. And so it was really bad. Like I'm kind of determined, but it's not lasting a long time. So now it just might, like, and I'm also adding up a little bit. I didn't do today, but in the days when I'm free from the Pilates, I try to do the Bulgarian sits. It also helps. I really wanted to work on that, and that's what I talk with AI about. And I do talk a lot about that with AI. It helps me just to, not go too much into my anxiety thoughts and ED thoughts. That's a good life hack. It kind of actually helps a lot. Of course, having a coffee, game changer. No, that's like one thing that will always be a part of me, my daily life. Maybe it will change like to something, but for now it will be definitely in coffee. Yeah, the sun is shining. Like I kind of want to just do that. Kind of burning, roasting. Just take off the cardigan. I will feel better definitely. Okay, where we were. Yeah, I'm also doing the health checkups, giving the blood tests, visiting some doctors. That has been happening for like since I came back, and it also kind of gives you some focus and priorities to work on. And yeah, I have like some achievement too. Like I've been doing really good, and my results are good, and everything's good. And don't you dare think that something shouldn't be good. Like I'm not letting you hear. I think that's so far. I'm walking. It's been, I think, almost a week. No, I think since Monday, kind of close to be a week since I'm walking daily, maybe except like weekends. It's pretty good, like helps me a lot. Like it helps a lot with anxiety. Chad told me, and it's actually facts, because in the most stressful time of my career and my life, worst time, but also the best time at the same time, I've been walking a lot. It was helping me so much. Like I've been working 11 hours a day, and then I've been going out, taking a walk, like even 30 minutes walk around, just like, being with my thoughts. I'm not answering anything. I'm not doing anything unless like I want to, go search for something, like for clothes, or like something that I wanted to do. So I'm trying to incorporate it now, and helps definitely. The sun helps. We are kind of lucky with the sun. Well, right until tomorrow, it seems. It's kind of good. Like the only thing I just need now is a job. Well, something doesn't change, like, right? But like, how can I build things without the money, without like the income? I could do investors for sure, but that's a little bit tricky. Like, let's say I need to figure out way more, and there would be way more responsibility, because in terms of like anything's gonna be failing, and not necessarily I think so, but in terms of like having investors, you always need to think like double in case things fall and fuck up. So yeah, I think I'm not as ready to put investors into it as maybe having like co-founders, but kind of feeling really a lot of being independent in this. I might change my mind later on, but so far I do really wanna, not ideally, but I do kind of aim to do things on that end alone by myself and then hire the team. Yeah, and going from there. The job. And I really need, yeah, also, can somebody explain how and why the most dumbest and easiest job require from you like a 20 bullet list of things you have to own, and there's like 3 languages, a degree, better the masters, you need to like be available 12 hours a day, better if more, like you need be ready to overwork all the time, like there's like they're telling it slightly, but basically it means just you're gonna be overworking. It's like, why would I even apply for it? Like, I mean, desperate times and all, and like the market sucks, and I realize it, but and I do realize I'm in a kind of good position to not being obligated to apply for such jobs. But overall, why would anyone apply for that? Like, and what the HR and managers thinking when they're like compiling such requirements lists? I don't get it. Mm-mm. So far, my plan is just taking things like as they are. I'm thinking of like just doing my job search as a kind of part-time, just applying for them as I am. Like, I have a routine. I try to wake up at the same time. I search for jobs. I do make coffees. Then I do and then like chill. I go for a walk. I do some other small things if I have to. Then I will just work on the YouTube, work on my videos, work on my brand, on CEO, all of that stuff. And yeah, that's about how my days go. And I think it's necessary also to take breaks. I think I haven't mentioned that, but I do take breaks. As when I was looking for the job the first time, that was like a non-negotiable for me, that like I look for a job as if I'm working actually, like 8 hours and all of that. But on weekends, I'm doing whatever I want. Like, I'm not stressing myself. Unless I want to apply, then I will do. But other than that, I will not do. And, like, let me tell you that some of their hirers, they are publishing their job applications on weekends. Like, guys, like, chill. Like, isn't, like, weekends universal? They are, honestly, like, either it's Saturday or Sunday and Monday, like, you gotta chill. You gotta let the other people chill too. I mean, like, for those who work on Saturday, like, job hunting on weekends, I think it might be a really good timing to do. It's making me mad, kind of. So, yeah, so sometimes on weekends I'm also, like, searching for jobs, but not extensively. It's just, I don't know, like 10 minutes, 20. I think it's like 10. That is kind of stressful because, yeah, a lot of things happening. I'm doing good, but all thanks to having a routine that keeps me going and doesn't like let my head decide every movement I do every day, because like that has been making me really crazy. To my close people, like without them, I think I would downsize myself to the ground, like literally. Yeah, I would be thinking like, okay, I will just go work in the store, like in a coffee shop, like what the hell. But no, like you really have to do new things in order to grow. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be selfish where I have to. I'm trying to be bold. I'm saying things that I feel that I am, but maybe I'm not actually. That's good. That's actually something that moving you. It's kind of fun. Like it's fun in terms of like YouTube that I do, in terms of jobs. Like, oh, I actually can do that, and I can do that, and like it's okay. Cause like whatever, if it's not illegal, why not? Why the hell not? So that's fun to actually take it as a again playground, like just searching around, seeing what's up, seeing what like you can do, see what you can it like what you can be allowed to do if you're not downsizing yourself in your head. It's pretty fun. It's pretty good.